Now, I judged mine based upon the message, its family friendliness, because I have young kids, so there may be people who like have a different barometer here, but that's something that's important to me. I want to be able to sit, watch this film with my kids, and enjoy Christmas with them.
So Die Hard's off the table for you.
Yeah. Oh, boy. You opened up a can of worms there.
Do you know how many men think that Die Hard is the #1 Christmas film?
I don't think it's the number
not.
one. Okay, you started this fight. Is it a Christmas film?
It takes place during Christmas. That does not make it a Christmas film.
Okay. See, I think it is because it's about saving your wife and caring about your family, and it does take place during Christmas. So I think those are great Christmas messages. But nonetheless, all right.
We'll see where it is in your top 5.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. So novelty and then nostalgia too, because I think there's some element. Would you agree with this that some element of what makes a good Christmas film is something that has an emotional attachment, not only because of the message, but because of maybe memories, fond memories?
Certainly.
Yeah. All right. So that's what I did. So what did I miss? Maybe something that you said is an important criteria for a great Christmas film. Other than so forgive me, Jesus and the birth of Christ and that being important. So
okay. The first thing you're going to discover is that the Nativity is not among my top 5 Christmas movies. So I don't think when we're talking about Christmas movies as a genre, right? I'm looking at it as a holiday season and not necessarily as something that's pointing directly at Jesus. But I do think it's important, especially as we get down closer to my top of the list, that there are messages or analogies or metaphors that we can draw on to help lead people to a better understanding of God. And so you're going to find that plays throughout my entire list.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Oh, they have to be well made as well. I mean, I don't care how great the message is. If the movie's lousy, it's just a lousy movie. Nobody's going to watch it.
Yeah, me too. Because I think films have a fortunate problem is that they cannot help but be truthful. And like you, I think, and maybe you're going to, I think you'd agree with me on this, but art house films are all the way over to like one side. The films that are like supposed to be about nothing, which make no sense and nobody even understands what they are at the end of the day. It's like screamo music for me. It's just like, okay, whatever. I think you're supposed to understand what they say in music. No, and I've got some amens already in the comments section. But so when we talk about Christmas films, yes, is obviously you can put overt Christian films in there, but many films overtly or inadvertently have Christian messages in them because they're trying to portray a universal truth that speaks to the human heart, and they happen into, so very often in one of my films you'll see this, I think they happen into Christian realities and Christian truths because the Bible happens to be full of those universal truths and realities that we all live by.
The movies that really move us, and I'm talking about all films that really move us, always have some kind of kernel of truth that they are appealing to. One of my favorite films is Big Fish, which is a great movie. And the thing that I really like about it is it's really about eternal life. And what does it mean to live forever? And I think there are moments in that film where people kind of gasp inwardly. And I always told my students, anytime that happens in a movie theater where something happens and people go, oh, or they start to tear up, they're having an emotional reaction. There was I'm sorry I'm going to get all scholarly with you now, but there is a scholar named, I'm going to probably butcher the name, Mircea Eliade, who talks about hierophanies, these moments where the divine touches the profane. And so she said the book is called The Sacred and the Profane. So if when that happens, when that moment occurs, you can see it happen in the eyes of people in an audience. And so I think a lot of times we're looking for that. So you're right. I think good films can't help but tell the truth. When films do nothing but tell lies, nobody wants to watch those films.
You can catch brand new episodes of Indie Thinker with Reed Huberman every Monday and weekly bonus episodes to keep you thinking throughout the week. But you have to subscribe and click the bell to be notified when new episodes drop. If you enjoy this content, make sure to like this video and share it with friends.